amethyst, mother of pearl, some kind of pink agate, I think. Doesn't matter how much wire you cut off, as long as you cut off the same piece twice. So just cut off a piece that you think is good for you, and then take that piece and hold it up against the next piece so you can cut them the same size. That's for earrings. For pendant, doesn't matter, just cut one piece, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. So here, bang, and down. That's done. And let's stack these guys on here. Now in the past I've showed you how you can separate them and you can crimp them in spaced out places and then move them around and have them, you know, spaced out however you want. But I'm bored and tired and I'm just gonna cluster them together. So make them like a little triangle like that. And we'll go like this and we'll give it 2 twists. Now from here you could just wrap it around a ring mandrel, and you have a ring. Just wrap it around like that, come around the other side, wrap it around there, tuck in the sharp ends, boom, ring. But maybe we'll do that, who knows. But I want to make earrings, so I make some loops. I'm going to keep these strands together because that's what I like to do, because it looks pretty when you do that. And I'm just going to wrap some strands around the stones in various ways, and this is just practice. You just wrap them around, and you come around the back, come around the front, you go over the top. You're like, oh, I like that, I don't like that. And as soon as you say you don't like something, like, just keep going, because you never know when the thing you thought you didn't like turns into something you really do like a lot. Or the thing you thought you didn't like, all you had to do was come to the end of it and then manipulate it a little bit into some fun things, and suddenly you like it. So I just separated these strands, and I take this up to the top and just almost scarf it. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times. It's not even going to build much of a scarf, but just to tuck in the sharp end. Cut it just right so I have just the right amount of room so that tucks good. And then this one, okay, that's fun, but I don't really have anything crazy, you know, swirly. And this is always where I tell myself I wish I took more wire, and then next time I still say, nah, I don't need that much wire, I'll just take a foot. Well, this is done with a foot, 1/3 of a meter, so you guys maybe double that, take 2 feet, and then you can play a lot and have a lot of fun. But I'm just going to swirl this end here, figure out a place to put it. There we go. It's kind of weird, but kind of fun. I'm going to bend this up there. There we go. Now I like it better. Now it's more taking a shape. I'm going to crimp this right there. Well, now I like it even more. I don't like that this part is going straight across. I don't like boxed looking things, like just straight lines. I like things to go diagonal. I like things to curve. And it's funny, this part keeps popping right out over that stone as if it's not even really around the stone. That's fine, because it's not going to go anywhere if I just leave it. This sharp end just poked me, so I have to readjust that, because when I flipped that around, the sharp end came out from obscurity and decided to make a reappearance. So I'm going to fold this wire over it. You can't see exactly, but I'm folding the bottom part of the scarf over the sharp end so it's obscured again, never to bother anyone, hopefully. And just going to twist this a little more. I'm going to bend this swirl in here a little more. I think I'm going to try unraveling the swirl. Or no, ooh, it folds up. I'll fold it up. Does that look up there? Oh, I like it better up there. Put it all the way up. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. And it kind of covers the part where that sharp end was sticking out, so that's like extra protection now. All right, so that's that. Let's do the next one. See if we can get it to look moderately similar. Fold them into a triangle. Twist, twist. Make our first loop. I'm not going to even try to copy what I just did. I'm just going to keep doing what I would normally do. That's a goofy looking loop. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. All right. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna come around here. It's kind of interesting, right? I'm gonna separate them. I'm gonna come down around there, and I'm gonna scarf this one and be done with it. Again, sorry, I'm coming out of focus quite a bit. Not out of focus, out of frame. That's out of focus. Okay. Tuck that sharp end in. And okay. I have to make this one look like this one with the wire I have left. That's not hard. I basically got to just come around a couple times and then make that swirl again. I think I'll do that. And then that's it. I'll just make the swirl. Hopefully that will do it. Be careful when you're pinching this to make the swirl. You don't want to slip. And be careful when you're holding this side part. Hold it very, very, very tight, because if you scratch it, your swirl is gonna look all scratched up. And believe me, I've done it so many times that you just get better every time at not doing it. But it still happens if you're not careful. And okay, so that swirl is there. Just fold it over the top. And voila, I like the second one better already. Let's compare it to this guy. So this one's a little fatter. Like, this one didn't go to the gym as much. This one's been really keeping up on the gym membership. This needs a twist. So how do we rectify that? Let's see. Ooh. Sharp end needs to get tucked better. Okay. What shall we do? We can try squishing this one to make him look skinnier. Nope, he's not having it. He's pretty much solid like that. Try... No. This is a dilemma. There's got to be a way. There's always a way. Okay, I did it. They're not completely identical, but I managed to squeeze him a little bit skinnier, so they look close enough that no one will know but me and you guys, and you won't tell. Basically, what I did was I turned off the camera because I wanted to try several different things, and I didn't want to keep you guys waiting, but maybe you would have liked to see it. Anyway, I took the pliers and I put them right like that, and I just squeezed as hard as I could. I braced it with my fingers from all different ways to make sure it wasn't going to slip and scratch or do something crazy, stab me in the arm. But I managed to muscle those stones closer together, and then these two loops popped straight out, and I was able to take my fingernail and shove one loop at a time back over the mother of pearl. So you have this, which looks much closer to his twin, or her twin, and now we can put some earring hooks on them, and let's try another one. Let's have an all blue and green day. Some people just love their blue and greens. This is jade. This is some kind of blue agate, maybe dyed. This is another kind of blue agate with a gold leaf. So let's have fun with these. This time let's take a little bit more. Let's take like 18, 20 inches, which is getting close to half of a meter. And we'll take our first ones and stack them. Oh, by the way, these were all 6mm before. This time it's 6mm and 4mm. These little tiny blue-greens are 4mm. All right. This time I'm going to crimp each one separately and make almost a little swirl going around it. Like that. So it has a little character before we even start, instead of just clustering them all in one lump. And now I'm going to bend that out to accept the next one. What do we have? That's the jade, so we'll put the blue agate on. Now we're going to give him a little bit of space and give him his own little thing going on. Like that. And then the little baby comes on last. And we'll do that same thing and give it a little wrap around, squeeze tight. Alright, so now before we even start, we already have like a pretty thing going on. Now, I want to get these wires together, so I could do some loops independently beforehand. This is the point where you just play and play and play. So you watch this. I haven't even put the strands together yet, and I'm already making some loops here. I'm going to make 3 little loops like a little cluster of leaves or a flower. Just pressing them tight. And now I'm going to bring the strands together. Okay, so already, let's roll this guy. This guy thought he was going to take off. Roll him back in. Get in there, Jade. I feel like I'm talking to a child. Get in there, Jade. I used to know this little girl named Jade. She's a very sweet little girl. She's probably not a little girl anymore, but anyway. Let's get that in there. And, ooh, I'm liking this. This is so pretty like that. Like, I feel like it would just put a wreath around it and be done with it, right? Just come around like that. Yeah, why not, right? Let's put that wreath around it. Okay. Just very carefully making it not too big, not too small. And then folding it over the top loop. Now that we gave ourselves all this extra wire, are we just going to not use it? Nah, we got to use it. What are we going to use it for? Make some extra little loops here. Make some loops like this. Another little cluster of 3. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. All right. Yes. And then, so this one I'm just going to fold it this way and give it a swirl. Okay, now this one, we got our cluster of 3 leaves. Let's just do another swirl. Just make it easy. Okay, now what do we do? I don't even know. I'm telling you, you think I have this all planned out and I'm pretending. I seriously do not know. I'm going to make this, I'm just playing with these little loops, making them tighter. Sometimes you can tell. Now what? Well, I feel like obviously these can't stick out like that. They're way too snaggable. I'm going to tuck this swirl in there somewhere, somehow. Just turn it sideways and try to shove it under there. Oh, it's popping out. Get in there. Fold it back. And that works. That's cute. What about this one? Just fold it over the top? That's cute too. It's whimsical. Whimsical. I'm going to pull it further down. I feel like it needs to be a little bit Whoops. There's one of my slips. I rarely slip anymore. I used to slip a lot. It's just a lot of practice. There we go. Pull that more where we want it. And he's coming all the way around. Let's bring him all the way around the front. There we go. It's like a little holiday wreath, except all blue and green. And I'm going to move him a little bit further up. Okay, those loops and those loops are kind of on top of each other. Does it look too busy? It's a good question. I kind of like it, but let's see. What if we put the swirl in the middle? Is that better? Nah, that's too much. I like the swirl down there. I think that's cute. I think I'm just going to leave that, right? Just make the jade pop out a little more. Oh, maybe put him under. Put the swirl behind the jade. Oh, that's kind of nice. All right, I think we're good. Let's see if we can do this twice. I don't even remember what the heck I did. I think this guy did 3 loops. We made some kind of wreath. I'm actually going backwards with this one, which makes me happy because earrings are supposed to be opposite. Sometimes that's just too much brain thinking to figure out. This time I did it by accident. Now it's how do I get the wreath just right? Same way I did last time, by just doing it and not worrying about it. Alright, now these are at this stage. Okay. Now what do I do? I don't know. Whatever I did last time. Do you guys remember? I don't. I think this one had like 3 more little loop-de-loops. Doesn't look right at all, but I think then it came down here. And this one was just like, see you guys, I'm going to do a swirl. Voila! Except for these loops supposed to be on the inside, not the outside. Let me tuck them in somewhere. Fold them over. Get behind, you loop-de-loops. Well, they're close. And the fun part is you can just make them 2 separate pendants and then nobody will ever know that they were supposed to be alike. Either way. You can do whatever you want because you are in control. I think I'm going to make them earrings anyway, though. Just maybe put this one looks a little smaller. I'll just mess around with them some more, stretch out, squish together these guys. They'll be close enough. Have fun, you guys. Nope, I changed my mind again and made it a pendant. There we go.